jump to that.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we just want to be free. We want to be free to ride our machines. We just want to be left alone. We want to party. We don't stay inside because of rain. We don't stay at home because it's cold. We don't even like to park our bikes. We ride. This is our biker's lifestyle.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Okay.
Here we are.
Here we are once again.
How you doing?
Or is it and we're back?
And we're back.
I mean, I'm doing great. Like I said, I just spent the afternoon riding around with Megan from Meg's Motorcycle Journey. I have footage of her doing a handstand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does that on every video, I do believe.
She does. She did one on the picnic tables at Peggy's Corral here in Palmetto.
Have I told you yet to go fuck yourself?
What's that?
Have I told you yet to go fuck yourself?
Wow. No.
Well, go
Have now.
man, I yeah.
Why were you so surly?
Nothing. I'm not. Everything's great. Hey, how do you say your name?
Jaman.
Jamin.
Yeah.
Not J-Man.
Right.
Okay.
But you can either way, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm not late.
You got
for
a
dinner.
YouTube channel too, don't you?
Yeah.
What's the name of that
just,
YouTube channel, man?
Just Jaman Rooney.
It's Jammin Rooney.
Yep.
What's going on that YouTube channel?
I got a lot of different shit on there, man. I work on my bike. I watch my brother-in-law work on his bike. He's got a 90-something Boss Hoss, one of the first ones made. And
So it's got the 350 in it?
yeah, he converted
Okay.
it to a trike though. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, he put a Chevy S10 rear end in it. I've got that on my channel.
Nice.
And, yeah, it's a trip. But
bet.
yeah, I just went to go motorcycle rallies. I've been a mechanic for 30 years, and that's on my channel. It is what it is, and I'm a motorcyclist and a biker at heart. So
No, I hear you, man. I got sort of the same story. You know, I started out wrenching on cars, and bikes were just something I did when the car was broken type deal. You know, I was all about drag racing and making shit go fast. And then the bikes were just something to do when the car was down, because they're always fucking broken, you know, when you're racing and shit. And you're always waiting on the next fucking payday before you can get a fucking part and yada, yada, yada. And then I slowly just was like, fuck it, man. I like motorcycles better anyways. You know, it just bring me more joy. But so how'd you get to working on fucking cars, man? It's like a family thing, or are you just into it?
well, my dad, he was a trucker and a mechanic and a biker, and when me and my brother were born, he got out of the club scene, and we grew up just working on cars, and it came naturally. And when I needed a full-time position, that was the one I chose.
Right on. Yeah, I've always been sort of a fucking gearhead. So I've just always got into cars, got into motorcycles, you know, you name it. I was all about it. So what was your first motorcycle?
Actually, I consider it my first motorcycle. It was a Gorelli moped that had been converted over to push start and would do 70 miles an hour.
No shit.
Yeah. I got clocked at going down to Norwood Lateral at 70 miles an hour.
Nice.
Yeah. I was 15 years old.
Who clocked you? The cops?
The cops, yeah.
Yeah. Did they catch
Yeah.
you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I wasn't dumb enough to run on a bike back then.
Well, you know what they say, drop a gear and disappear. But if you're on a
It-
moped,
it-
you can't drop a gear. So
Exactly. It had one gear. Yeah, once it got rolling though, excuse me, once it got rolling though, it was hell on wheels.
I bet, man.
Right
So
on.
oh, go ahead, Tank.
No, I just was talking to him earlier, and he has a 94 electric glide.
Yeah,
So he's another Evo guy.
love
Yeah.
my Evo. Yeah.
I do too. I got a 94 Heritage Softail Classic that I really enjoy. It's a lot of fun to ride.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
know.
was telling you about the Weiss V-Star, and you said you had one too. They are amazing little bikes, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice mid-sized cruiser. You know, I've got an 05 still in the garage up north. I gotta fix the carburetors and get those working again. Put it on there. I kind of never did it last year, you know. But
After they sit, yeah.
yeah, once they sit, you know, yeah, what are you gonna do? You know, I'm usually out doing motorcycle stuff, club stuff, riding around, and I had enough woes of my own with my own bikes last year when I was up north to take care of them all on my own without having to deal with that one too.
Well, everybody asked me, you know, what do you do when you put your bike up? What do you mean put my bike up? I mean, I'll ride in 40-degree weather. I'll ride in 20-degree weather. As long as the streets are dry, you know, I'll hit it.
Now you're in Cincinnati, Ohio area.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, yeah. I'm about 16 miles outside of Cincinnati, so there's a little bit of riding out here.
Yeah, that's right, right over there, and right near Kentucky. Then you're just a little bit over the border from Kentucky.
Indiana, Kentucky, right in the corner. That's where I'm at.
There's some sweet roads over there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We got the over Point Pleasant area. We got some nice twisties. So we like to go ride those, me and the wife.
Right on.
Yeah, I got some brothers that they think their shit's hot, and I'll take them back there into them twisties, and they don't know them like I do. I got that big electric glide scraping the boards, and they're going, "Hey, where are you at?"
Now you said you rode the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah, I went down to meet another YouTuber, Max Wrist, and I went down to the tail, and it turned dark and was foggy as hell, and I got all the way through there doing about 15 miles an hour down the tail, and then when I came home, a monsoon fucking hit right at the top. As soon as I got to the top, it seemed like that's when it hit. And the bike started cutting out. It ran like on a half a cylinder for probably 80 miles till I pulled over, let it dry out, and then it fired back up and ran good again until I hit the next rain spot. But yeah, I got that sorted out when I got back home from that trip. That was I want to say July, August, somewhere in there. And then when I got back from that trip, me and another brother was out here in Ross, which is like 50 miles away from where I'm at now. And I just turned a corner, started going up a hill, and it cut out like I think the cam broke. And I just had it, my garage is such a mess. I haven't had a chance to tear it apart and check it out. So I've been riding the wife's. And like I was telling you, I do have a spare 700 Suzuki Medora. That's a fun bike. That's a real fun bike.
Yeah, 84, 85, something like that.
Yeah. I've got an 85 and she's got an 84.
They didn't make those for too long.
The 700 was made for a couple years, and then they made a 1200 I think until 90, if I'm not mistaken.
Dirty rebuilt the Suzuki.
Did. Yeah, I had well, it was a 78 GS 750. And I basically turned it into a cafe racers style type bike. And that's honestly the bike that I rode with, that I was riding on when I got, introduced to the club, because I got pulled over at the beginning of a fucking ride. because somebody didn't do their due diligence and you know, get a permit to fucking run red lights. So we were in a pack and we just started running red lights. And long story short, I was in the middle of the pack and I was on the only bright reddish, orangish, you know, GS 750 that sounded like a fucking swarm of angry hornets when it was, you know, running. And yeah, that cop pulled me out right in the middle of the fucking pack, wrote me a fucking ticket for not yielding to a stoplight. And yeah, the at the time club vice president, who became later the president, the guy that recently died that I replaced, he stayed behind. He was trying to calm me down, because when it comes to me and cops, man, dude, I don't take shit, man. You know, if I don't care if you got a badge or not, you start fucking disrespecting me, I'm gonna get right in your fucking face. Fuck you. And he's calmed me down. He's like, hey man, I know you're pissed, but you got to chill, you got to relax, you know, yada yada yada. He's just gonna give you a ticket and it's no big deal. And I'm fuck him, fuck that, fuck you, fuck everybody, you know. And
yeah, what about these other 130 people that went through them all?
And then yeah, fucking long story short, you know, we beat feet, fucking we were gonna try to catch up to the pack, but we ended up passing the pack at some point because we were doing like, you know, 100, 120. He's on a bagger. I'm on this 78 GS 750. We're hitting back roads because he knows where the first stop is. I have no idea where the fuck we're going. And we got there 20 minutes before the fucking pack. And I sat there for a good 25, 30 minutes on the side of the road, getting a fucking ticket, getting all my shit ran and yada, 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 getting a fucking earful from, you know, Officer Dipshit and fucking.
They stopped to have a beer, huh?
No, they just kept on going because, you know, that's sort of how they operate. You know, it's, you know,
you don't want the whole
going.
pack. You don't want the whole pack to get tickets, so you just roll.
Yeah. So long story short, it is what it is, man. That was the bike I came in on. I also had my bike that I damn near killed myself on, my 00 fucking Honda Super Hawk 1000. I mean, I came from the metric world, man, because back in the day it was all about going fast. And let's be honest, if you want to go fast, it's a metric bike.
Let's back that story up though. There's a little more to that story. Yeah, and here's what it is what he didn't realize. At every stop, the club passed the hat at every stop, and at the end of the trip, they had enough money to give to him to be able to pay for his ticket.
Yeah, it's true.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He was just a hang around at that time.
I was nothing.
Yeah.
I just showed up for the ride and paid money to go on it. Nobody knew my fucking name except for like 2 people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been there. I've been in that situation myself.
Yeah, and you're right though. If you want to go fast, metric is the way to go. We both were riding metric before we, you know, when we were first introduced into the club.
Well,
yeah.
I grew up on Hondas when I was telling you earlier, when me and the kids was born, or me and my brother and sister were born, Dad quit the club, and he got Honda Dreams for my mom and him, and they on the weekends they would ride those bikes. I remember him, I was 8, 9 years old. I remember him sitting there with dust all over him at my uncle's place, you know.
First road bike I ever rode was a Honda Dream.
Oh, that was such a beautiful bike, man.
Yeah, a little red, silver, and white, man. This one was.
These were both white. They were both pearl white. Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I had. This 350 Honda I had that for years. Rode that back and forth to work every day in the winter, snow, everything.
Back in the when those came out, that was a big bike, you know. You think about that now.
The Dream was a big bike.
Yeah, I mean,
and considering, I
mean, it wasn't like Harley, but I mean, for metric, you know, I mean, people consider that, you know, 350 to be a pretty good size engine displacement, you know, at that time.
Yeah, you could run highway speed, you know. That's what was important. Anything less than a 350, you really can't run highway speed.
Now you had mentioned to me you've been watching our show since we first came out.
Yeah. I started watching YouTube back in early 18, 19, and Hollywood had put you on, you know, mentioned you guys, and I subscribed back then, and I've been watching since, you know, late 2019.
Wow, that's like right when we first came out.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, we've
But yeah, I
evolved.
quit watching regular network TV because I got tired of the Sons of Anarchy crap and the Mayans crap, and you know, that's fucking crap. You know?
You mean the actual documentary? Fucking A, man. No, you know, when we started this podcast, you know, it was sort of a reaction to what other people were doing, you know. And yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, the whole Sons of Anarchy thing. I mean, you know, like I said, I came into the motorcycle world on metrics. I didn't give a flying fuck about motorcycle clubs. I really didn't. You know, I tell people all the time, I'm an antisocial person that joined a fucking motorcycle club. You know, it's who I am. You
It's
know,
true.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, people always like, oh man, you got to rely on. I rely on myself. Fuck, everybody can kiss my ass. But you know, it's just, you know, I when I came around these guys and they were passing a hat and they were raising money for me and buying me fucking beers and shit, it was fucking cool. You know, and that's what got me into the whole Harley Davidson scene. Well, not really the Harley Davidson scene kind of came out of old age. I just got old, man. You know, like the 2 days before I went on that ride where I got pulled over, me and another guy rode around Lake Michigan. I mean, we went around Lake Michigan and we looped it. It's 28 hours and it's over 1,000 miles and blah, blah, blah. And after that day, I was so fucking sore and beat up from riding this fucking, you know, cafe racer style bike. So my legs aren't even completely pinned behind me like on a fucking rocket or anything, or I'm not hunched over that much. I mean, I'm hunched over. My legs are basically in the jockey position, but I was like, man, I can't do this shit anymore. You know, I'm fucking old and beat up. You know, I'm 6'3" and riding those types of bikes, man, you get cramped up. It's like, I went and bought a Dyna, you know. You know,
He wishes he never sold that bike.
well, it went to a good home. It's now a chopper. So
It did. But you've mentioned that to me before.
yeah, I kind of wish I didn't sell it, but it is.
You always wish you never sold the one that got away.
I wish I had them all back. My first
Right,
bike was
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Every one of them that gets away, you wish you never sold.
shit. My first bike was a '78 Honda CB750. You know,
Hell yeah.
I mean, you know, I fucking kind of wish I had that back because now they're worth money. You know,
Yeah.
now every fucking hipster that drinks fucking fancy coffee wants one. You know,
But I had 7 motorcycles at one point in time. And you know, I mean, every spring, I mean, because motorcycles have to be ridden. You can't just let them sit.
right?
You know, and it just got to be too much, just entirely too much. Just the maintenance, the upkeep. I mean, it was, you know, I had to put, you know, thousands of dollars away just to get everything up and running again in the springtime, you know. I don't know. So I'm down to 3.
I actually just sold the other motorcycle I had because, you know, life. I don't know what to tell you. I
Yeah.
had 2, now I'm down to 1, but I'll get another one here pretty soon because my fucking Road King is sort of not long distance friendly. So
I was never really into Harleys either. You know, I was always riding metrics. I rode that 700 Medora to Daytona Bike Week in 04 and
Yeah.
back. On the way back, I rode to Georgia, and then I had to ride back to Daytona, pick up my shit, and get all the way back to Cincinnati. I made it back in 19 hours. It was a little over 1,000 miles, but I never did the iron butt total crap. I know I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that certification stuff. But
Right. Yeah, I don't need that shit.
I tell you what, Interstate 24 is a lot of fun between Chattanooga and Nashville, though. It really is, man. It's you've ridden that before. Oh no, you went down 75 if you're in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I went down 75, but I
Yeah.
have rode that before. I got family down in Tennessee and Kentucky, and
Yeah.
I've rode down to Danville, Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and the battlefield down there. My
Mhm.
sister lives right there, and me and the wife rode down there. It said 90 minutes. We ended up taking like 3.5, 4 hours. It was a good cruise.
So let me ask you this: you've driven down through Georgia. Isn't riding through Atlanta fun?
Oh, Atlanta! I pulled over, laid down, watched the airplanes go over my head, smoked a joint, fell asleep. When I woke up, the traffic was gone. I got back on my bike and it was gone.
Yeah, because I mean that's like 6, 7 lanes of traffic across, and
Yeah, it was crazy down there back then.
it is pretty crazy. And the thing about riding through that area is there's just no way around it.
Well, on the way down in Dalton, Georgia, there, as soon as I crossed
I love
the Georgia
Dalton.
line,
I love to stop in Dalton.
as soon as I crossed the line right there, this Mexican truck driver ran over the back of my bike.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm sitting there in traffic. I've been in front of this guy for 50 miles. You know, traffic is all, you know how it was before they widened it down there through there.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there in traffic, and all of a sudden I feel the ass end of the bike doing that, man. And it was like my mom and my grandma grabbed my arms off the handlebars and just jerked my ass off of it. And yeah, I just watched him roll right over top of the back tire, back fender, all that shit. I rode it down to Daytona wobbling like this. And a buddy of mine that was down there, who I went down there to stay with and party with while we was there. He helped me get the wheels straightened back up, and we put a Kawasaki rear tail light and fender on it, and I bungeed everything back together, and that's how I got back home. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So I got to be honest with you, man. I've only watched one of your videos, and it was a video you did about wearing helmets. So do you always ride with a helmet?
99% of the time, yes.
So what brought that on? Just life experience, or?
Well, in 2017, if I wouldn't have had a helmet on, I would have probably died, because the electric guide that I have, it went into a speed wobble as I was passing a semi truck, and when it slammed me to the ground, it tore up the whole side of the little half shell helmet I was wearing, and my arms, broke 7 ribs, punctured a lung, broke both my ankles, fucked me up pretty good. And ever since then, I've never taken it off when I'm on that machine.
So how long? Well, I guess my question is that most of the time when you talk to Harley guys, especially Harley guys that have gray in their beards like we all do, they're very anti-helmet. Do you catch any shit for it?
When I was young. Anymore, no, I don't. Anymore, no.
No, nobody gives any grief over that.
90% of the people I ride with a helmet anyway. So,
really?
Yeah.
Because Ohio doesn't have a helmet law, right?
Right. It's 18 and under. You have to wear a helmet. Your first year of motorcycle riding, you have to wear a helmet. After that, it's on you.
Yeah, Wisconsin's got something similar. It's 18 and under, and when you have your temps.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Well, it's the first year, 6 months of temps, and then 6 months after that.
Yeah, once you get your license in Wisconsin, you're free to be a retard all you want.
Yeah, but my daughter had made me promise to wear my helmet, and I was on my way to see her when I had my accident. And so I've never taken it off since.
Did you ever figure out where the wobs came from?
Combination of tire, and it really felt like the semi was sucking me underneath of it. And when I pulled away from it's when it went into the wobble. So
yeah, get some dirty air, and it's all
over.
I
mean, I was up next to the trailer. I was doing probably 80, and he's doing 65, I'm assuming. And as I got up to pass the front of his trailer, the bike went into him. So I pulled it back out, and that's when it went into the wobble.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it just jerked right out of my hands, and bam, I was on the ground.
Well, I think a lot of people who don't ride, they don't realize, especially when you're you're coming out, you know, you're running next to a semi, and if you're going to pass them, once you pass the front of their truck, bam, you'll get hit with that side wind, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can always feel that. So, I mean, there's a lot more going on. I mean, there people are just in there listening to the music and doing whatever the hell they're doing in a car. And they don't realize just some of the shit that we go through out there on the bike. You know, it's.
Well, I've always been cautious since then too. You know, when I pass semis and shit, I'm all the way over to the farthest of the lane I can get.
Yeah, I got a story about passing a semi.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. So me and a club brother were coming back from somewhere in Iowa, and there's a cattle semi, you know, semi full of fucking cows.
Yeah.
And we go to pass it, and a fucking wind from the side comes sweeping in. And I was riding my Dyna, no windshield, no nothing, just me. You know, the only thing I got to block wind is my handlebars, my headlight. And whatever was in the bottom of that cattle trailer was directly in my face because the wind had blown it directly into my face. And that's why I never got the vaccine for COVID, because I'm pretty sure I'm immune to everything right now because I got a mouthful of cow shit and cow piss. So
yeah, I think I've been sprayed by a turkey truck, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we got a company down the road from us that JTM. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Yeah, they do processed meats, and they have turkeys and chickens come in there. And yeah, I've been behind one of their trucks before and been sprayed.
Well, that's another thing, Tank mentioned, guys or people in cages don't understand that like we're in it, like if it's cold out, we know it's cold. If it's raining, we know it's raining. If there's a car
on the side of the road, we know right when we passed it.
Yep.
Yep.
If somebody's smoking weed in the car in front of us, we're trying to chase them down to get a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull up next to him at a red light. Hey man, let me have some of that.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, there ain't nothing worse than a big pig farm. They smell the holy hell, because there's that big pig farm we pass when we go out to the Vegas Gentlemen's Club. And boy,
that's cow farm.
Is it? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a dairy place.
Oh, dairy. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 head of fucking cattle there.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was a farm. Oh yeah, you're right. You see the dairy trucks there, but yeah, the dairy farm. It smells. And pigs are bad too.
Well, is there a pig farm or some kind of farm up there by Poopies?
Probably
all over the place.
Well, me and the wife rode up there, and I swear to God, man, for miles, you just fucking could not breathe.
Well, I mean, in Wisconsin, we've got farms everywhere,
Okay, yeah. Well, I've been there. I've been there twice. I was out there in Rockford, Illinois, and we went out to Poopies, me and the wife.
I was born in Rockford.
Okay.
Sorry you had to go there.
It wasn't that bad of a town. I didn't mind it. I mean,
it's pretty bad now.
But this was last year we went up there. So
okay.
It was as bad. It was as bad as it was going to be, I guess.
And you didn't get shot.
We didn't get shot.
That's you got a shooting a day there.
Yeah, we went up. Me and your wife. That's when we went up to meet Hollywood and China Doll. Have you met China Doll?
Oh yeah.
I haven't. No.
She's a super nice lady, man. Super nice.
Yeah, Hollywood lives about 3-4 miles away from my mom.
Okay.
So, and I mean, I'm just over my house in Wisconsin is just over the state border there. So, yeah, Hollywood's pretty much
small
the guy.
World, man.
Small world. He's the guy.
Yes, it is.
Gave us our push.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of kind of odd talking. I've told Tank this before. Like, we'll interview guys like Black Dragon or Hollywood or whatever, and I have to remind myself that I'm doing a podcast because I think I'm watching one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so used to watching these fucking guys on YouTube. I'm like, just they're talking. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, oh shit, I got to ask a question because I'm like involved in it. But
you're the interviewer now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. Well, I'm not used to it yet.
Well, I've been doing the independent riders with Hollywood and
Yeah.
Gray Star, and we've been having a lot of fun, and we're trying to branch out and do different things. See what happens.
What's that about? What do you guys talk about?
This week we're going to talk about concealed carry and why you do it on a motorcycle.
Gee, brother, you have something you want to add to that?
Well, yeah, we've got a concealed carry thing, hopefully coming out tomorrow.
It will come out tomorrow afternoon. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be on before us because we're on Saturday at 8, I believe.
8 in the morning or 8
No,
at night?
8 at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You guys
it's a
aren't
live
that
show.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
live
no
show.
shit. It's live. Wow. It's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
We would do live stuff, but we got to edit some of the stuff because I get fucking half liquored up and start saying dumb shit.
Oh, I've had to edit me too a couple times, but
Yeah, it happens, man.
yeah, you can always see when we have the cuts there. But the one time was pretty famous with you.
Yeah. I went on a 15-minute tangent about another club, and yeah, it would have been bad.
When don't you go on a 15-minute tangent?
I haven't gone on one yet today.
Well, that's today.
Ain't over yet.
It ain't over yet.
So speaking of everyday carry, where do you everyday carry?
No, I don't carry every day. No.
Why not?
I've never needed to have it on me.
Oh, it's kind of like a parachute.
Well, I use it to protect the house, but I don't need it on me.
Yeah, no, I'm a big everyday carry guy. If I got pants on, I've got a gun on me.
No problem, man. I'm your best friend because I'm right there beside you.
Well, you got to be. You don't got one on you, so if shit goes down, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. I'm running to dirty.
Yeah, so you're up there in Cincinnati. I'm just laughing here, thinking like you think of Cincinnati, well, at least my generation does. And you got to think of WKRP in Cincinnati.
I was just about to say WKRP.
And I'm like, have you had any turkeys fall out of helicopters recently? I mean, is that like a thing up there? Or?
That turkey farm is probably where he got the turkeys from.
Probably one of my favorite episodes is, as God is my witness,
Les Nessman.
I thought turkeys could fly.
Les Nessman and the World News.
And oh man, that was a great show, man. I don't think they ever jumped the shark,
No, they didn't. I don't think they did.
Just kind of stopped, It was pretty decent, but
well, I believe that show went off the air because everybody wanted more money.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the money ruins everything, man. Always does.
Exactly. Well, they had so many popular people on that show. What are you gonna do? That's like that. It was the Friends back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you've been watching this a while. One of our favorite episodes is one of the episodes that is the least favored by people. And that was our number 11, wasn't it, Dirty?
Oh, the apocalyptic one?
The apocalypse one, yeah. Yeah, I ended up lighting myself on fire in that one. We had all the weapons and stuff out. Did you see that one? That was the COVID post-apocalypse episode.
Yeah, we kind of jumped the shark on that, or we kind of jumped the gun on that one.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah,
I seen like about 15 minutes of it, and then I had to go to work or something because the way it came on over here when I got the notification, and I never went back to it. It's on my watch later. You can
still watch those.
It's on my watch later list. It is on my watch later list.
No, you're not missing much, man.
Yeah,
I will go back and watch it now.
Yeah, if you can see, like at the end, we just started talking about how you can light Purell on fire, and you'll see me light myself on fire.
Well, that's at work. We have one of those where they it smells like grain alcohol, and every time somebody uses it, I walk in the office and it's like, oh my God, man, who's drinking in here? Because I mean, it smells like grain alcohol as soon as you take the lid off.
So
and it's
now,
hand sanitizer.
Oh God! So now, what'd you think about the Trent episode?
Trent.
Trent the woke biker.
Yeah. You guys are killing me on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was episode 50 or something like that, wasn't it?
There's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is number 91. I think.
91, yeah, 91.
Yeah, that we're doing. So, and there were actually a couple more, but well, we we did an entire show one time for Father's Day, and we don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. And then we had done another show, and we got all the way to the end, and I'm like, oh, and it was fantastic. It really was, wasn't it, brother?
Oh, the podcast where you forgot to hit record.
Right, forgot to hit record.
Went through a whole podcast without
We
being
did a
on
whole
record.
podcast without being on record, and it was good stuff. We were like, wow, that was really good. And then I'm like, oh crap.
That sounds like me, man. That
Like,
really
he's-
sounds like me because
he's
I
been-
am technology illiterate. And YouTube has been such a hard thing for me.
And what people don't realize is then we did it a second time. Now we're unscripted, almost verbatim. We were pretty close, you know, as to what we did. We just kind of recreated it. So, you know,
Yeah,
you
we don't
being-
write notes. We don't. Yeah, this
No,
is
yeah,
right off the cuff, man.
What it is what it is.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, you being a creator yourself, I mean, there's a little more heavy lifting that goes on behind the scenes that people realize, and especially with the editing and stuff for content.
Oh, so much more. Oh my God. I ran out of computer space on my laptop. I've got 100 or so, maybe 170, something in between there, videos. And my laptop died on me. And I went probably, well, with everything that happened last year, I went probably 2.5, 3 months without posting many videos. And because the laptop was down, I just got this new computer to start doing more editing, better editing, things like that. And but I had death after death after death last year, and then my wife got a pancreatic cancer scare, and she had to have more than half her pancreas taken out. And she's doing better now, though. She's back to work, and everything's starting to roll again, if you understand.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know, today doing the cross casting with Meg, you know, my new GoPro camera, I had about 20 minutes of power, you know, didn't realize it. I thought I had charged it up, you know. So then I'm relying on my cell phone, and I'm doing videos on the cell phone. Then I'm like, oh crap, I'm running out of memory on my phone, you know. So I mean, I got footage and, you know, and some stuff, and we talked and everything, but it was kind of funny because we're sitting at the Peggy's Corral, and cameraman's doing his deal, and all of a sudden music starts playing on the speakers. The owner decides she wants to play some music outside live, and Meg's monetized, and so that music can't be on in the background. And so there was a lot of stuff that we talked about that they had on film they're not going to be able to use because, so we had to like move further out in the parking lot, out in the reefer smoking section. If you go to Peggy's, there's this huge area where they all go to smoke pot. And that's where she did the handstand and stuff out there. But yeah, that was you know, I mean, you know, all that stuff happens. People don't realize it, you know, and you know, they see the good stuff that comes out, you know, on the film, not all the crap. But that's kind of a side project that Dirty and I are trying to do, to show a little bit more behind the scenes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, with our stuff, I mean, we're grasping at straws. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. You know, I mean,
Neither do
honestly.
I. Neither
True
do I,
story.
Dirty.
True story.
I mean, you know, we're just trying to put shit out. We're like trying to represent, you know, the lifestyle that we're in to the fullest. I mean, you know, if it takes off, it takes off. If we make money, we make money. It is what the fuck it is. But I'm not going to try to sell somebody a bunch of shit that isn't real. And
And
we don't embellish. In
Right.
fact, we actually try to. There's a lot of stuff that happens that we can't put on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Know what I
can
mean?
Imagine.
So yeah, and like, yeah, it's if a
If-
third of the people that I would like to have on here would actually come on here that weren't, you know, scared of putting their face on camera, we'd be popular. But,
Oh, the parties we go to, if we can get footage from there, I mean,
yeah,
you know, just where I was
It
at
is
just
what
this
it is,
past
man.
week, and it is what it is. I mean, that
It
we
is what
would
it
be
is.
probably gods of the internet if they were to, I mean, you know, to see the real deal.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was,
definitely.
let's put it this way.
yeah.
I was talking to a guy last night that I could name drop right now, who is a fan of the podcast, but he will not come on here and he will not talk to media anymore. But he was like, man, you guys are killing it. Fucking, you guys are fucking rock solid guys. I'd fucking love to have a beer with you. Too bad you're in the wrong state, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like, we could fucking get him on here tomorrow and fucking hit, you know, whatever, you know, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. Politics. What are you going to do?
Well, yeah. I know quite a few people that I'm not allowed to turn the camera on. I'm not allowed to pull the camera out. So, yeah.
Facebook,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Once they all found out I had a YouTube channel, it was game on.
You just described pretty much every weekend we have in the summertime. With
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you might be able to get 5 seconds of something, but
before your camera gets broke, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Before you get a cell phone shoved up your ass. But yeah. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, no videos. I understand. I grew up around it. I understand. Uncle Kenny was a hell of a guy, and all of his club brothers that came around the house were hell of guys, but the club was never for me. And the one club I did decide to go join fucking was too politicky, and I was out of it in a month. Didn't even want to hang around to be a prospect. Bye.
Yeah,
now that just took me a month of inside the their side of that world. I'd rather stay on the 99% side.
Yeah, well, like Dirty was talking about, we what you see, with us too, you meet us on the street and we're gonna look like this. We don't make stuff up. We don't,
what you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. And there's a lot of guys who are making money on this, who are on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all that, and they're fake as fuck.
And that's all they're on here for. Yeah. I know quite a few of these because I do subscribe to a lot of YouTube channels, and 90% of those are motorcycle channels.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few of them that just don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
But I mean, they resonate with those people that think Sons of Anarchy is real, and they believe the tripe that's on gangland, when they're talking about, which is told from the cops' point of view. But we're just trying to give the real deal, the real scene, the real biker's lifestyle.
Well, it's like Hollywood says: if you want to know a biker, go up and meet him.
Yeah.
Go up, shake his hand, take your glasses off, your gloves off, and say hello. My name is.
Yep. Very true. Well, I mean, you got any other questions for us?
I don't have any questions for you guys, except I can't wait till I get up that way again and meet you guys, because I'm sure. Are you going to the Freedom Rally or anything like that this year?
I'm slated to. We're going to see how that goes. There could be some politics involved.
Okay.
The Iowa thing?
Yeah, the Iowa thing. Yeah, we that's
well, it's not so much a politic thing. It's more of a time thing, man.
Yeah, that's the other portion. Why summers are so, and that's right then it's so busy. It's our busiest time.
Yeah. What is that? The end of June or in July?
End of June.
End of June, yeah, dude. It's like, man, like being in a club.
June's our busiest month.
Yeah, being in a club in the Midwest is like, or the upper Midwest, I should say. But being in a club in the upper Midwest, you make 4 fucking things a weekend, and then you got to apologize to 6 other fucking people for not making theirs.
Right.
I mean, it's, dude, I'm running around like a chick with my fucking head cut off, man. It's like, like we're going to Daytona, and we're going to be there the first weekend of Daytona, and then we got to come back. And people are like, oh, well, how come you can't stay longer? This and it's like, dude, like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I need vacation time and money and because I've got to go all over fucking hell. And it starts, well, it never fucking ends. Like I've got 3 things I'm supposed to go to this fucking weekend, 3 parties and shit. And I mean, it never fucking ends. It never fucking stops. And it's like, hey, are you going to make this? Maybe.
Yeah, we're in 2 coalitions there, and I mean, a normal weekend. I mean, it's we're divvying all up every week. Is what we got going on, and all right, who's going here? Who's going here? Who's going here? And I mean, a typical Saturday, or Sunday. Well, actually, Saturdays are probably our busiest day. When you say
Fridays and Saturdays,
Friday night. Saturday, it's like, we'll do one function in the morning, or late morning, and another one in the early afternoon, and then there's one at night. And there's, 100 something miles between each of them, and you're making them all, and this past summer, Dirty and I, it was just the 2 of us. I don't know how many times we were just like, you want to ride? I want to ride. And we'd go, just the 2 of us gone.
Get the fuck out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to a poker run, then you got a party to go to 100 miles down the road. I've been there.
Oh yeah. There's always something to do.
You want the clubs to come to your clubhouse, you got to kind of go to their clubhouse,
Yeah, that's the way it works. I mean, that's what coalition's all about.
And we're not bitching and moaning, trust me, because I enjoy going to those clubhouse.
No, it's a labor of love for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, one of my favorite times this past summer, God, we had something going on that we were at the clubhouse in the daytime, and then we had something to be there at like 6 o'clock at night. What do we have? 3-4 hours or something?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "Let's go." And we just boom, we just blew up a couple of tanks of gasoline,
Right.
That's how it works.
Just zero fucks for speed, just riding how we wanted to. And I think we're in 5 different counties.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Well, what's next for the J-Man channel? Even though it's not called Jammin Jaman, man.
Jammin.
There you go. Jammin Jaman.
What's next, man? Where you want to take your channel, man?
I want to do some more bike repairs that I've got scheduled to do. Like I said, I broke a cam, I do believe, so that's going to be the next thing on the agenda. I've been putting, it is what it is. I've been putting different stuff out there because that's my life. It's what I do. I'll teach you how to work on a car. I'll show you how to take something off easiest as you can. If you want to learn how to work on a bike, I got that too. My channel is to have fun, be funny. I try to be funny anyway. My best friend tells me I come off pretty good at that, and I'm like, I don't see being that funny, but as long as you're laughing, I'm okay with it. But yeah,
right on, man.
I just want to have fun, man.
What's the name of your channel?
It's called Jammin Rooney.
You on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, same name, JAMAN ROONEY, just like Mickey.
What about the
Instagram, TikTok? Well, I don't have many videos
all the same
on TikTok.
name,
yeah, all the same name. That way it's simple. I am
man.
what I am. I am who I am. If you don't like me, bite me.
There you go.
Fair enough, man. Well, we're you get up Wisconsin way this summer. Our biggest run of the year is our strip poker run. Always a good time, always exciting. That's for sure. It's an understatement.
Okay.
But we got some other people from the podcast. I guess we got a club coming over from Toledo, Ohio. Gonna come over and see us. So, see if you can make some plans to do that. Come on up, enjoy the fun. We'll show you some hospitality. You can have some cheese curds. That's kind of what Wisconsin's known for.
No on the cheese curds. I'm okay with that.
do some brats on the grill. What you got against cheese curds, man?
I do a broad, but I'm not a big cheese person.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not a big cheese person.
They're a little too squeaky to eat for some people.
Nobody's perfect.
No, but they do.
Nobody's perfect. Exactly. I never said I was.
They squeak when you eat them. They do. They squeak.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
had them before.
well, thanks a lot for coming on, and
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah,
It's been
thanks.
great to
Awesome,
meet you
man.
guys. Like I said, I've watched you guys since pretty much your beginning, and I continue watch.
Oh, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for being a fan, and everybody else, if you've made it to this point in time, please like, subscribe, share. It wouldn't friggin' kill you. All right, just get out there and do that. We'll tag him, have his shit scrolling by at the bottom there, so you can go make sure you check out his channel, see what old Jammin Jaman's doing on his channel. And everybody, peace, man, and keep this in mind. The most dangerous part of your motorcycle is the nut that connects the fucking seat to the handlebars. Peace.